Whew, alrighty y'all, welcome back to yet another video. So today we're going to be doing a couple of modifications for the Yamaha R7. Now this build is pretty much near complete already, but I do want to add a couple of final touches to really complete the look of it. So we already have a whole bunch of cosmetic as well as performance mods on here. This area is completely empty after I changed the fairing kit. I do also want to add a little bit more accents because I'm trying to go for a white, black, and gold theme. Hence why I do have some gold levers. It doesn't really match the OEM gold/orange tone here, but we also did put on a new gold chain right over here, and we do have a gold oil fill cap over here. And the small little tasteful mods that we're going to be doing today is all in this tray. So we have 3 components. First, we have some new badges. It comes in a kit of like small ones and big ones, but I'm only going to really use the big ones here. Then we have this little brace piece over here made of aluminum. This is a rear brake reservoir brace, more so just to add a little bit of flair. I don't think it's going to do much. And then this is a really interesting part. This is actually a functional mod that I found on Amazon. I haven't really seen anyone install this before, but basically this is a shifter stabilizer. So what that's going to do is basically give a little bit of extra strength to this rod over here. So this rod is connected to the shift lever, as you can see, and basically it'll give you some more mounting points to stabilize this rod. What that's going to do is prevent it from snapping because it is very thin, and also give a little bit of a better shift feel from any sort of vibrations or wobble. But yeah, all of these mods should be pretty simple and plug and play, and it's also very affordable. So first things first, I'm gonna get a towel and just quickly wipe off this area, making sure there is no debris on here. And we got our new badges here. Of course, we had to get it in the black and gold theme. And basically on the back side, we have a 3M adhesive. I do have to kind of eyeball it to get it straight because there's really no way of orienting this. There's no notches in the back to help you align it. There is a little bit of an indication on the fairing, like an angle. So I'm not sure if that's like a guide to show you where the straight point is, but I'm gonna go with that. You know, I'm gonna keep the arrow upward and kind of follow this line to assist in that sort of angle because it is, you know, similar in a way. So I'm gonna go ahead and just peel off this 3M adhesive on the back. So I'm gonna try my very best here to eyeball this and make it straight. And now that we got our position right, we'll give it a nice little push down. And there we go. A subtle, basic mod that really transforms the look of it. It looks a lot more coherent. It doesn't look like it's missing anything anymore. And I like the gold flare on here too. It gives a little bit of detail. So now I'm going to do the same to the other side. Wipe off the surface and following that line again to kind of figure out where the middle point is. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, so that is what it looks like from afar. I gotta say, it definitely fills in the space. That thing is moving on its own. It's like a ghost. But yeah, it definitely fills it in, makes it look more proper instead of it looking pretty much undone. So yeah, now that we have that installed, let's move on to the next part, which is going to be this rear brake reservoir brace. So here we have the rear reservoir, and there is just one single bolt over here. So I'm assuming if I just take that off and basically sandwich this bracket in between here, I'm not sure if there's something on top I have to mess with because there is a hole over here, unless that's just for design. So yeah, that's kind of the look of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this nut off. All right, so I'm gonna be using an 8mm socket to remove this bolt. Comes off pretty easily. I'll take the rest off by hand here. All right, well, it dropped to the ground. Now, I don't think I need to completely pull this off. It already reveals the thread, so I think that's all I really need. It's already coming loose. This top bit, I'm wondering what it is. It's just a clamp, so I don't think it really matters. I think we have to slide the bracket underneath this clip. So let's try that here. So I got the bracket here. Gonna line it up with the hole and slide this top portion right underneath this clip here. Just kind of push it into place. Nice. It snaps right in. And it is a little bit wobbly, so we'll take our 8mm nut again and just put it back in here. Alrighty, so now moving over to the shifter area. This fairing bit does kind of block some of the bolts back here, but basically there are two bolts to remove. One right over here, right on top of the oil fill cap, and then another one right next to it towards the inside. And we do have to remove this rod here that is connected to the actual shifter to slide our brace over this gear mechanism. So I'm going to be using a, let's see, a T30 just to take these bolts off. It's a little bit tight. There we go. Crack that open. One bolt is out. I'm gonna go for the one on the inside. It's a little bit deep. If you want to take off the fairing, it'll probably be a lot easier. But if you can get your tool in here, it'll work. I'm gonna get an Allen key instead. Yep, so much easier. This kit does come with new hardware that is a little bit longer, a little bit more extended to accommodate for the thickness of the brace itself. So I do recommend switching over to the new hardware. Now we do have one more bolt to release, which is right over here. Whew, these things are torqued down hard, I gotta say. And after taking that bolt out, you should be able to pull this entire thing out, just like so. And this is also adjustable, so depending on how you position it, it'll change the feel of the actual gear selectors. And here is our new brace. So it does have the grooves in here, which matches this part, and this part is rotatable, kind of like a bearing in here. So basically you just want to position this along the two small holes down here, along with shoving this into place, like so, lining it up. And this was actually designed to fit an MT-07, so I'm not exactly sure if this was going to fit on here, because they do have the same motor, but it does seem to work. It does fit perfectly snug, and everything's on point. So now that I have this brace in position, I'm going to go ahead and grab the new hardware that is a little bit longer than the OEM. So this is the new bolt. Comparing it to the old original bolt, there's a little bit more thread on the new one. And I'm just going to slide it in and thread it in by hand for now, just to get the position right. Just finger tight. I'm not going to tighten anything down just yet until I get all of the positions correct first. So now we're going to take our shifter over here, and I'm going to try to find the right adjustment point where I like it, because once we take this off, it's kind of hard to put it back exactly where it was. So you just want to find a good position for where you want the actual shifter pedal to go. Depending on your configuration, you can make it more sporty, more aggressive, or more conservative and more upright. So I'm going to kind of eyeball a good position that I would usually want it to be at. I think that's about good. So now that we found our position, we're going to slide this bracket back on here. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but once you get it in there, make sure you push it in nice and flush, like so. And then you can take your original small black bolt and thread it through from the back side. All right, so now I'm gonna just double check the positioning of everything, making sure everything is gonna be fitted properly. And yeah, everything looks pretty solid. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten down the inner two bolts first, just to stabilize it. And I'm not exactly sure what the proper torque spec is. I'm pretty sure if you just tighten it down until it stops, that's like a good, point. Basically, the head of these bolts become flush with the brackets, so that's a good, stopping point. But after they bottom out, I like to give it just a little bit of a torque just to tighten it so it doesn't come apart. A little bit of an extra push. There we go. Let's do the inside now. Shove that tool in there. I think that's pretty solid. All right, you just want to make sure it doesn't come out. And I'm going to touch the brace back here and try to wiggle it to see if it's stable. Yep, it's very, very solid. So now that we have that installed, I'm going to see how this entire system feels. Nice and stiff, I gotta say. It doesn't want to wobble anymore. Like, this whole thing is like rock solid. So that's going to definitely help with the overall structural rigidity. You're not going to snap this so easily. It's going to give you a little bit more support. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to feel on the road when you're actually riding, but theoretically it should make it feel a little bit better. So there we have it, some sweet and simple mods for the Yamaha R7. It only took me like maybe 5 to 10 minutes to put everything on here. So just a quick overview, we have some new black and gold badging on here. We have our gold rear reservoir brace, which looks really cool. It definitely stands out a lot. And then we have our new shifter stabilizer installed. So yeah, if you guys want to check out any of these products, I will leave a link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.